I think I will lead with Joker, and then I will swap to Ryuji later. Does Ryuji have Tarukaji yet, by the way? He does. That's actually going to be really useful. In fact, I'm going to lead with him.
Go ahead.
But again, no Sophie here. Sophie is not good.
Wait, incoming shadows.
How'd you get in here? Where are the guards?
Yeah, well, I mean, all those guards just suffered death by skateboard, which is a very painful way to go.
In Her Majesty's name, you shall go no further.
Wait, that's Jameson Price, isn't it? It sounds like him. I mean, I was wrong about the random guy at the start of this game. That was Josija, not Sean Chiplock, but oh well. So okay, we have the Heavenly Punisher. It drains Bless, which is why you do not want to, and uses Psy. Okay, actually, Makoto was probably a bad idea here. This is what I was saying before about how, yeah, it would be great if you could swap out characters mid-battle, because, you kind of want to, and now I need to chug SP recovery. But you can kind of do that pretty freely. Uh-oh, Vajra Blast is not interrupted, which means I walked right into it. I didn't expect the animation to be so slow. Okay, that's that. Out, and then... Yes, I know you want to, Haru. I kind of want to hammer this guy with some normal attacks. High sword in my face. Oh, okay. So, yeah, auto-evade is a mechanic. Sometimes you automatically dodge attacks. And that mechanic will get a little better later on. Okay, there's Vajra Blast. I'm not going to make the same mistake this time. Okay, we got the free Persona hit in there. So, it is still weak to Curse, so I could swap over to Arsene. Okay, you have... Why didn't I Rakunda sooner? And he's called for backup, which is not really going to serve him very well, considering that, okay, I'll take Zio. But I wanted to use Joker's Curse. This, because now we can, I believe, though, Joker does not actually have Tarukaja up anymore, so I'm going to give him Tarukaja again, dodge out of the way of that, and then go... This should increase the all-out attack damage, hopefully. Yep, there we go. Pretty solid hit there, and my SP is kind of low. Don't really care about the trash mob, as Futaba would say. I have my showtime though. The trash mob's gonna die to this. It always looks cool with Arsene, personally. Ah, not quite done. Does anybody have... Okay, there we go. Free Ahad dip. I could have gone for some ailments there. So, something that I have learned from speedruns is that apparently, mini-bosses are actually vulnerable to, instant death in Strikers. It seems to be mostly a New Game Plus strat, because, like, with just the regular Hummer and Mudor, we don't even think we have access to now anyway, so it's kind of beside the point, but I don't think the chances are that high. But apparently mini-bosses in this game are vulnerable to instant death. So that's just something to keep in mind. July issue.
This chorus Alice on a book?
This kind of reminds me of Nanno from Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Pitari no, item.
She made the cover of Un-Un? That's a really famous magazine.
Yes, I hear it was written by the daughter of a Maneki from Fire Emblem Awakening, based on the name that she hates. I still cannot believe that Na's Japanese name is just A
widely recognized symbol of power. Mona's theory is being proven with each turn.
She would have been famous even if she hadn't started doing all this.
Yeah, that's the thing. Alice was already famous, so what was her goal here?
Panther. Then what reason did she have? Does she even have one at all?
Yeah, maybe she is just an asshole like Kamoshida.
Whatever the case, the next core is the last one. It's just a bit west of here, over by Bunkamachi.
Bunkamachi? That's quite the cultural hotspot.
Yeah, I think bunka does mean culture, and machi means town, but I don't know if that's actually what it means.
Returning to Shibuya Crossing and using Central Street would probably be the quickest.
And let's leave via the microphone shortcut, like always. That mini-boss actually went pretty well, honestly. I was expecting worse, but often at times I come in there without having the right party members for it, and that's bad. Yeah, like, this is one of my criticisms of Strikers. You should be able to swap out party members. Like, there should be at least a way to do it mid-battle.
Remember how we used to go tearing through palaces together? Oh, good times.
I mean, yeah, they kind of were good times when you weren't getting beaten up by the girls, and yes, sadly, I have kind of realized that that scene, in fact, actually is, like, the unused version of that scene is, in fact, real, and, speaking of which, yeah, I kind of wanted to talk about this in a Strikers video at some point, because, like, elephant in the room, yes, I am aware of the early build of Persona 5 that recently got leaked. I am not going to make a video on it, like, until the information, more information gets out, and until it's all consolidated somewhere. I just want to see a more concrete place where we can get all of that info in one place. But some of it is interesting, like, apparently Makoto was not going to be a romance option originally. Her confidant went in with her saying that she's just too focused on her studies to consider romance or dating right now. Which would have been really interesting, but, I mean, I guess in that case I probably would have gone with Haru, because I think she is my second favorite romance option. Well, actually, maybe Hifumi, because, yeah, I think Hifumi is kind of underrated, but... Back at the entrance of the jail, because this time we have to head through Shibuya Central Street. One of our old stomping grounds.
Let's get started. Hey. I'm picking up something cool.
And it is right in front of us. There was an enemy over there, but nope, let's just head on. Now, if I remember right, this next area can be a little confusing.
Once you get past Central Street, you'll be at Bunkamachi.
Bunkamachi is home to a large ballet hall as well.
Ballet? Oh, I got it. Where wealthy people have others park their own vehicles for them.
That would be valet.
So I believe in the original Japanese that was a joke on volleyball, because the way that it's the way volleyball is pronounced in Japanese is bareboru or bare for short, which sounds very similar to ballet or valet.
I'll take it.
But yeah, the Protein Lovers gym is still here. It's not distorted at all. Oh, it's a drone. Well, I have an ambush spot at least.
It still hasn't noticed us.
Okay, so McCoys are kind of more common now. And considering, well, I didn't get a chance to use him, but that's kind of fitting.
Not even worth my time.
I'm going to go over Morgana because we're gonna need to use him against more McCoys in the future. Morgana, now with slightly less controversy. He's still the primary healer and win user of the Phantom Thieves, but Morgana's brought a few new tricks. Morgana feels very small, light, and agile to control in an action setting, though I doubt he's any faster or has a smaller hitbox than anyone else. That's probably just a placebo effect. He does, however, have extremely high agility, meaning that he's got the highest chance of auto-evading attacks in the party, outside of Sophie once she learns Divine Grace, and it means his physical's critical decently often as well. Speaking of physicals, yep, the Mad Lads at Atlas actually gave Morgana a sleep-inflicting physical attack just to cave into the memes. But I feel it's more a meme than anything else. No, Morgana's real new asset in Strikers is Technical Adept. Looking at damage multipliers, it seems like this raises technical damage by 2/3, and this is significant because, okay, I've said before that technical damage is really good in Strikers, it's time I explained why. In Strikers, weakness and technical damage multipliers stack, which was not the case in base P5. This means if you have an enemy weak to wind, inflicting them with burn and then having Morgana use Garu is gonna cause insane damage. And let's just say the first boss that's a huge stumbling point, it's weak to both fire and wind. Morgana's neutral special is also very unique. It turns him into the Monomobile, letting him drive around in this state. it's not any faster than moving Morgana normally, but in combat, this will deal very small damage to any enemy it contacts, but also is great for clumping them together. Now, when you unlock Morgana's Master Arts, the Monamobile gets even better, but I'll cover that later. Let's just say that against anything weak to wind, Mona is the obliterator of shield gauges. At higher levels, he gets Masukunda, Wind Boost, and Amp, though Amp comes very late, and maxes out all his healing. With how good healing items are in Strikers, you might not need his healing, but you will definitely need his wind power. And I cannot stress enough how good his technical damage on burn is, which sadly means he works very well with Arn. Now, firstly, I just want to go over here and check on how Iwai is going. Yeah, his place is still shut. Now, I don't exactly remember if there's many significant treasure chests in this area. But I do know...
This'll help us out, right? Ah, this looks like something for me to get my paws on.
So we have another Futaba hacking battle. One of the reasons why I like these is that it reminds me a lot of some segments in the Sly games once again.
We'll have your back from here.
The missions where you have to protect Bentley while he hacks something. So Morgana. As I've said, he's pretty light and agile. And he can also do that and blow things away for being weak to wind, so let's do that. A lot of enemies are gyrating. Get off, Futaba, please. Morgana will just have to pretend that Futaba is on for now. Yeah, but this is my personal favorite move from Morgana, the Mona Buzzsaw. Get off, get off. Now, the music that's actually playing here is one of the Strikers' sort of main songs. Oh, there's a Silky in there. It's not exactly weak to wind or anything, but I think I'm going to hit it with a wind attack anyway. This one, I believe, is called an Axe to Grind. Also, teammates will occasionally offer to use, Oh, right, sorry, I'm used to Morgana Arn being Morgana's queen, so I forgot that Makoto was here, but I just have her here for the experience. I'll talk about Makoto later. Get off, please. I'll go back to Mona and Wind Blast them. So nice actually having an existing SP stat. But yeah, this is one of the only two, main battle themes you'll have in Strikers, if you, no, I do not want Tarunda. If you don't have save files from either the original or Royal. Let's use the Mona Mega Deal a little bit here. Unfortunately, I got knocked out of it there. And it's a pretty good song. It's also Lin, and it's not one of my favorite Lin songs, to be honest, but, then again, it's really hard to beat some of her better ones. I still think, to this point, having played Tactica, this might be a hot take. Truth or Dare is my new favorite Lin song. Truth or Dare is just the perfect summary. Of, the place the Phantom Thieves are in at this point in, their lives. After the events of the original Persona 5, and they've all truly found themselves. Honestly, I actually think Truth or Dare thematically would work better as a credits theme than the actual credits themes in both the original Persona 5 and in Royal, but that might be a discussion for another day. I'll just say that I have thoughts on, both, so the two battle themes of Strikers are, Make a Wish and an Axe to Grind. We're gonna hear one of them now. Nope, we're gonna hear Takeover. Takeover's a good song too. I have thoughts on both of those songs, but I can't talk about that until later. Basically, I have a bit of a theory as to what the lyrics of those songs mean. That needs to die. Oh yeah, Morgana's gunshots are a little bit homing. Oh, great, Big Silky. I think Arn needs to take this. Can I interrupt that, Fufu? Yes, I can. I suppose we can show how much fire whips do to enemies that are, unfortunately, you're accompanied by some fire drain people, so Yeah, that always is a bit of an issue. Joker, do you have Zeo personas on you?
Persona!
I keep forgetting what you have. Oh yeah, I got my own Silky with Zeo. I'm gonna blow through my SP a little bit here, but it may be worth it just to get rid of this. It's pretty easy to recover HP and SP in this game after all. Is that death? Please tell me that's death. Thank you. There's some... No, wait, the stragglers are... Yeah, I think once you defeat the big enemy, the stragglers generally just die. So we've actually got 2 checkpoints here, and we have a gate here with a switch on the other side. So how do we get over there? Well...
Take a look.
It's actually kind of funny that I was just talking about going on, like, sliding on ropes with Sly, because it turns out that you actually can do that in Strikers. Though it's more, you know, grinding than it is,
Oh, what's that for?
Looks like some kind of generator.
than it is rail walking. Or wire walking.
No result. Could it be broken?
Oh, it's feeding power somewhere.
Why don't we just leave it for now? I got other shit to do.
Yes, that totally won't become important and vital to our progress later.
I can see it.
Okay, we got another rooftop that we can zip to over here. Did I check down that alleyway? No, I did not, because there's a chest there.
This one by surprise.
Okay, this one here is Make-A-Wish. You won't be hearing it for long. Well, actually, I take that back, because second wave spawned. So again, I've got my own theories as to what the lyrics of this one mean that I will go over later. Yeah, even more Silkies. Well, at least they're down, and Morgana has gone to bed, taking his own advice.
An easy win, don't you think?
I love Morgana's chest opening animation. All that for a life stone, really? I mean, those aren't even useful in negotiations, so... I mean, that percentage healing is kind of nice. I think it is still buffed by Metaverse Medic. And we can zipline over here to the other side. But just remember the location of some of well, one of those generators. I only showed one. Also, there is a checkpoint here, which means there's literally no reason not to just go back to the real world and heal ourselves.
Okay, let's get out of here.
And heading back through Central Street South. A part of Central Street that we don't actually see in the main Tokyo overworld. Also, I do really like the way this room looks.
Okay, where to now?
Like with that spinning clock there, the clock motifs on the floor that are also spinning. And it is pretty cool, this whole Wonderland motif. There aren't really a ton of White Rabbit motifs, I feel, here, but we've definitely got the clocks going. And now...
Hey, ain't this another one of them terminals Oracle's been hacking?
This one's screen is blank, though. Could it be turned off?
We powered something earlier. Was it not this terminal?
No, that went here. It's just not enough juice. Based on the power consumption, I'd say this thing uses 3 separate sources.
3 power sources? The electric bill for this terminal alone must be...
Yeah, I'm sure Yusuke has to really be concerned with electricity bills.
There have to be more of those generators somewhere nearby. Let's go back to Central Street and look.
What's that?
Also, bear in mind, there is a giant candy here. That's not implying that we'll be fighting here at all.
This'll help us out, right?
So thankfully, all of the terminals are just straight up marked on your map.
Let's go.
But one of them's in kind of an interesting location to reach. And I think it's the one that I'm going to go for first. Because, yeah, you can see that over there. Can I reach that from here? With an air dam? Nope, not quite. Okay.
Yours.
Oh, there we go. That's how you get on there. You get on this eye. Wait, you get on this eye. And then you do this. Morgana probably doesn't even really need to sneak at all, but he is doing this with a cutlass that's basically twice his size. But yeah, notice that it already shows that we've activated one of the terminals. In fact, that probably means it's possible to hit all 3 before you reach the hacking terminal. Maybe I should have done that. But yeah, I wanted to go and show this one here.
the second generator so far.
Just one more to go, right? Let's keep it up.
And the last one, I believe, is on ground level. I'm gonna have to kill that, aren't I?
I don't think it's noticed us yet.
Well, it's certainly noticed us now. Okay, that's over. And now we can grab this. Null Dizzy, huh?
There's a generator. We've activated 3 generators. Is that sufficient, Oracle?
Yep, we have the power. Let's get back to that terminal.
We got the power. Where does that come from? I know that it's in, like, the trailers for Bruce Almighty, but that is almost certainly not where it originated. Also, yes, a slight issue with playing as Morgana in the field is he makes silly cartoon noises whenever he jumps or whenever he starts running. That might be a turn-off to some people. It kind of reminds me of how in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I like playing as Tora in battle, but I do not like playing as him in the field, just because he just keeps saying meh whenever he jumps.
The terminal really is on now. Thank goodness.
Finally, we can get going.
Not just yet. Oracle still has to hack into it.
Yep, we have 2 hacking battles in a row here.
Well, it's hacking time. Ready to watch my back?
Though I think this is actually the last one in the first jail.
All right, hacking in. Make sure you back me up.
Ready? As always. Okay, well that's new. Don't know if I should have used that at the start of the fight, but yeah, well, that arm thrust is already dead. Would you guys please spawn in? I mean, it you know, it's fine if you don't. I mean, Futaba's like, okay, they are spawning in. I was thinking for a second that I glitched this, but no. Seamlessly transitioning from that buzzsaw right into an all-out attack is pretty cool. Okay, Jack-O-Lan, I always call them Pyrojacks again. They're only ever called Pyrojack because of, like, character limits. Okay, Futaba seems pretty safe right now. Probably shouldn't speak too soon. There's only a few. Let's. Yeah, again, like Morgana is literally fire and forget with his slingshot. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I cannot take slingshot seriously anymore because of 4Kids One Piece. I remember just as a kid, there's a one of the funniest aspects of that censorship to me is the Kuro arc where Kuro pointing a gun at Kaya was changed to him using his... No, it's Kaya pointing a gun at Kuro. Was changed to it being a slingshot, and then he just says in the most melodrama, like, pantomime villain voice imaginable, "How dare you point that slingshot at me?" I actually just started watching the Netflix One Piece. I've only, as of recording this, I've only seen. Did you just slap me, Silky? Oh, hang on, you're already dead. I was gonna shoot you for that, but oh well. I think I'm actually out of ammo. Do I want to? Oh, nice. Okay, I've got Morgana's follow-up attack. So 4 and a spare. Okay, it's after the buzzsaw. Okay, that's cool. But anyway, as I was saying, I've only just watched episode 1 of that. It is really good.
And voila! Thanks for the backup, everyone. Mission complete. We've nearly reached Bunkamachi.
It absolutely lived up to the hype. Like, and I am like, yeah, it's understandable why it got amazing reviews from both critics and fans. It's just like the only parts of the original One Piece that I ever watched were the Arlong arc, just because 4Kids censorship. I wanted to see what the original was because 4Kids butchered it so badly. They were kind of forced to, though. I mean, honestly, 4Kids, I think a lot of people nowadays have realized they give 4Kids too much flack.
Didn't you say you used to do ballet? I mean, ballet?
Yes, I was in a few recitals. I still use valet service, though. How incredible. I would appreciate witnessing your ballet skills in action.
You do know the ballet is what's more impressive, right?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I kind of appreciate valets. You know, I mean, they sometimes have to deal with some very expensive cars, and they don't leave a scratch on them. Although it always used to bug me when, like, my mom would end up, like, doing that kind of parking. I mean, not in the sense of being rich or anything, it's just that sometimes at work functions she had that kind of thing happen, and then, like, the car seats would be pulled really far back when we got back in the car, But anyway, about 4Kids One Piece, like, a lot of people have realized now that I think they kind of gave 4Kids a bit too much flack. A lot of their main issues came from more, like, American network standards and practices rather than themselves.
Oh, nice one.
But I will fully say that, like, they should never have got One Piece. Like, that was just always,
There's a treasure
it was
chest.
just a really, really, really dumb idea to give 4Kids One Piece. And the Arlong arc is pretty much the main reason why. One of them, anyway. So yeah, I watched the actual Arlong arc. I am looking forward to how it is handled in the live-action show. I need to go and watch more of it. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Netflix. But I will watch Netflix One Piece because it is good. Just from the first episode alone, is basically a better Pirates of the Caribbean than the actual Pirates of the Caribbean films. But okay, yeah. So sometimes chests can be a little hard to get at. How do I get this one?
Oh, a treasure chest.
Oh, right, all I need to do is go up here and drop down. And there we go.
What's this?
Okay, who wants more power? I mean, pretty much everyone needs power incensers in Strikers, but no, I'll give it to Yusuke. No, Ryuji's strength is naturally a little lower. Oh, also, I forgot to spend some bond points. I think I'm actually gonna... Wait, no, I do want that. And so now we have access to limited time sales at Sophie's shop, which is nice. But I also want that, because that's gonna kind of pay for itself. Like, really, the earlier you get this, the better. Highwayman's also pretty useful, because that raises your money indirectly by giving you more treasures. And we have arrived at the Culture City. Culture means something really different in some circles, I just realized.
So this is the final prison keep.
The walls are just as high as the others.
I suspect the gate is closed, just as with the others. How will we breach the keep?
Perhaps we can leap over there from another rooftop? Let's try gaining some elevation.
As always, getting elevation is the best thing to do.
Okay, let's hit him hard.
As is ambushing drones.
I'd call that an easy win. You should apply the same effort in the next battle.
I would kind of like to scour all of these rooftops because of the potential for chests. And I know that there is a safecracker chest in this area specifically. There's also a checkpoint in this area that I think I missed in my first playthrough, because it is fairly easy to. Oh yeah, this right here is also very sly.
Check the view.
Why does everybody want to quote Anime Sonic now? Just every time I see somebody's compliment of view, I always think of that. I believe that's the Knuckles episode. That's like episode 4, I think. Which I mostly remember for being called Clash Sonic vs. Knuckles in the Japanese version, which is like classic shonen anime titling. Now get away, McCoys. Oh, actually, I might be able to show off the follow-up attack if everything doesn't just die. It's not just weak to wind, it's super weak to wind. And that will actually be true of anything that is vulnerable to burn.
Here's hoping the next one's just
Tarunda skill card, that's a respawnable chest, so that's probably a random reward. Now, I always like having to multi-jump up these, hi there, cutscene?
This offers a pretty good view of the area.
Now, to find a point of entry.
Hey, there! That string of flags leads all the way to the peak. Think we could slide down it to get over there?
Doesn't look taut enough for us to use like that.
What if we gave the Ferris wheel a spin? Would that tighten it up?
You know, that could work. Let's head over there and check it out.
I mean, or it could snap entirely. I feel like it probably wouldn't be strong enough to take that, unless it's like a metal cable rather than just a rope. So yeah, again, there is a checkpoint on this roof.
That looks suspicious. I feel like we're always going up and down in these stairs. Must be pretty difficult to remember the layout.
Yeah, this right here. Definitely remember to register this checkpoint. I've forgotten to in the past.
That hurt! Please don't get in our way. Let's go!
Okay, I've got Mona's Showtime unlocked, but I'm gonna save that because there's a mini-boss coming up. Okay, Mako-chan just leveled up, so I think I should swap out somebody, Yeah, I do kind of want Morgana and Arn to be a little ahead of the rest of the party here, so let's put Haru... you know what, Sophia can get in here. Just because she's falling behind.
I almost feel sorry for them. Let's move on. We can strike the enemy
Just
from
clear out the enemies from here, but still not use the... Oh, hi, Menacing Owlman. Huh, you're weak to Bless. I guess this is Sophie's time to shine. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and Koha. Don't exactly want to use Haru's follow-up here. I don't really remember these things having like that bad of like attacks or anything, but probably should have Raccooned it, but oh well. I love Sophie's all-out attack finish. It's just so great. You didn't even summon backup. You have failed in your menacing credentials. Go back to Yakuza.
This new skill suits me.
Okay, good. In fact, have I shown the difference in areas on this? So, okay, like, you know how basic skills are AoE? I haven't really been able to fully explain this in, like, the bios, because it's kind of hard to do it without doing it visually, but this is what a basic skill looks like, and this is what a Mars skill looks like. So this is more of a cone, whereas this is a circle. So in some situations, the Mars spell will actually hit less, but, generally speaking, it usually
Nearby
hits more.
shadow detected. We're in a good position. Wide open. We can attack at any time.
And I just remembered there's a lower area here, and there's actually something right down there that I do want to show. But in doing so, it's gonna set me back a little bit, but I do want to show this. Okay, so.
Hang on a sec. Stop.
Apparently this part isn't voiced.
Damn it.
So, I mean, I guess Dire Shadows are sort of in this game, but they work very differently. Oh, I mean, Disaster Shadows. In fact, I think this is actually the real Dire Shadow.
Right. Let's be careful.
So Morgana is right. Yes, these are called Dire Shadows. Yeah, Disaster Shadows are the exploding ones from Royal. It's easy to get confused. Much more powerful than average enemies. So only challenge these behemoths if you're confident in your fighting skills. So you might normally think, oh, if I'm good at action games and dodging, I can fight this, right? Don't even try. This thing is like level 50. So you will not really be able to hurt it, and it will wreck you.
I can't move.
Skull, please say something.
Don't even think about fighting it right now. Thankfully, it is not aggressive unless you actually, like, deliberately pick a fight with it. So, yeah, let's just stay away. Stay far away, where it won't find us. And here is the mini-boss I was referring to.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I am the theme park god of your doom!
Oh crap, we're busted.
It's a big Australian!
Careful, that one's stronger than the others.
Hey, check out the party popper.
That's a good idea. Proper aim, we could do some major damage.
I think we just froze it, actually. But yeah, so this is an essence of road sign weapon that's mostly useful if you forgot to bring anybody who has wind skills to this. sometimes there are elemental field items, and you'll usually see these. A lot of them are one use only though. But let's show Mona showtime. Mona Mobile Vortex! That did not do as much damage as I'd hoped, but at least it looked cool. Yeah, just gonna go ahead and just spam a bunch of wind attacks on it to... like, normally you kind of want to swap over when your teammates offer a one more like that. Uh-oh, don't get hit by that, by the way. Did that miss? Gonna use a snap with... Oh, and of course I accidentally gave Noir a tutorial, but that's fine, we'll talk more about her later. So yeah, sometimes your teammates will offer to make use of, like, field items. Usually don't do it. You want to save those field items when you really, really need them. Okay, we've got... Oh yeah, by the way, Futaba does sometimes reference Persona 3 there. Bring on the mass destruction. People have said weird things, well not weird things, but some people haven't really liked the new version of mass destruction. They think it sounds like frogs, but I mean it kind of always did. And it's only like one part of it. I'm looking forward to things. Also, I love how, like, see how, like, a lot of that meter is, like, yellow? This kind of means that we've been comboing it for so long that we've taken down this much HP in, like, one combo, which is cool. But anyway, there we go. My apologies, big Australian, but it had to be done.
You've used up a lot of stamina. I'd say now's the time to call.
Well, there is thankfully a checkpoint coming up, but hi there, spinning teacup rides. I think I tried going on one of them once because I thought, oh, this will be fine. It's going to be a nice, gentle ride. No! No, it's not! Those things are actually pretty terrifying.
We haven't registered that checkpoint yet, have we?
No, we haven't. Thank you for the advice, Morgana. Sometimes this can be a little hard to see, but okay, we've got checkpoint there. But first, if we check here, now you might... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's gonna tell you here. Chests will be unopenable without the lockpicking bond skill. The required lockpicking skill level depends on the chest. If you find a chest you can't open, try raising your lockpicking level first. Lock level 2... No, it's not high enough, and I believe we can't even get lockpicking 2 right now. Yeah, well, so that was, dumb of me to grab that earlier. I forgot that was a level 2 lockpicking chest rather than a level 1 lockpicking chest. But yeah, we'll have to come back for that one later on, because we can't actually have lockpicking level 2 at this point.
This must be the terminal for the Ferris wheel. Can you power it up, Oracle?
We don't have to go hunting for more generators, do we?
Nope. Looks like we're good here. It's already juiced up for us.
Thankfully, this ride is in good condition. They've been sending mechanics to maintain it, and it has not broken down lately. Theme Park World, by the way. That was, like, my jam when I was a kid.
Perhaps the Ferris wheel's connected to the same generators.
Then everything turned out great for us. Can you get it working, Oracle?
All right. Ferris wheel, activate.
Whoa. You did it!
Now we can enter the prison.
I do personally like Ferris wheels. I'm not really a theme park kind of guy myself, but Ferris wheel's one of the few things that I do go on. I think it was that experience with the teacup rides that caused my aversion to theme parks, honestly, because, yeah, like, those things are actually terrifying. I believe it was Disneyland when I went on one of those. Tokyo Disneyland, actually.
We've come to relieve you of your duties.
And your existence.
Take him down and the core is ours.
Fortunately, you might live on as one of Joker's personas. Maybe. So that isn't even like a mini-boss. Owlman. Completely forgot his name for a second. Andras, that's the name. And I need to chug drinks. I only have 3 left. This heinous mistake must be rectified. Did I accidentally use that? I accidentally used that on Morgana. Well, okay. Well, at least we get to show this, and, yeah, it's still pretty effective, even without, SP. But maybe I can go for some Joker Dormina combos. Aha, enemies asleep. Now we can use the Broken Order from Trails of Cold Steel 3, Sledgehammer! I never really realized how broken that was until I saw a stream and realized that combining that with Kurt's order means that the enemies just never get turns.
Oh, look, a new move!
Okay, I'm gonna explain Haru later, but one thing I will say, I love the fact that she gets Hysterical Slap now. If you know how technical works, you probably know why. So something important to note, when you take this final keep, you will be forced out of the metaverse and into plots. Macaroon Cannon?
Yes! Mission complete!
Okay, it looks like it's just a CD.
So the last core is a CD.
Oh, I recognize that album. Its songs are in a lot of commercials nowadays.
That's Alice's biggest album. The one that's been at the top of the charts for weeks now.
So she's like a fashion designer and also a singer? I mean, that kind of makes sense. A lot of Japanese idols are like that.
So, does that mean it's a scam? Did she only blow up because she changed so many hearts?
No, from what we can tell, Alice was popular even before she started doing this.
That should be the last of the jail's power sources. Correct. The searchlights should be deactivated now.
Finally, we can enter Alice's castle. Shall we?
Yes. We need to stop her as soon as possible. Let's return to the crossing so we can head to the castle.
What's with the commotion out there? It better be good.
Well, the group we dumped underground have returned.
Those boys from the other day? Come to get back at me, huh? I can't seize their desires. They're useless to me. But really, couldn't you handle something so simple on your own?
Our deepest apologies.
You are all useless. Get it done or I'm getting rid of you. Well, anything to say?
We'll take care of it.
Great! I can't wait. You're a real surprise, Joker. Now I'm starting to want you all to myself.
Harem root players rejoice, I guess. Personally, I don't think there's any chance of Joker being into that, given how she acted towards him.
What the?
I thought we disabled the searchlights!
Crap! Roadblock!
Just look at their numbers.
Yeah, we've fought like way more than that with the Futaba hacking sessions.
Damn it, what is this? We can't reach the castle!
No, we just finished up the searchlights too.
Guess we did wreak some real havoc here. Looks like we've finally gotten Alice's full attention.
Oracle, any guidance for us?
This is a real toughie. I'm not seeing any alternate paths right now.
Staying here will only get us surrounded. Joker, what's your call?
I guess at this point, our strategy is run away.
There's no other choice. Let's get back to reality and figure out our next step there.